What it is, what it is. It's your boy LB. We is Bizak with Coffee and Mary Jizane. We're gonna give some people some time to get in the building. Hold on. I got my crazy lighters here. Shine Lighthouse, with it be? Salute, warrior. Salute. Salute. With it be? We up in here. We're gonna let a little more people try to get up in the building, see if these notifications is going out, but YouTube always doing me dirty, so we gotta take a little time for it to build up. So for them to know, like Burley Live right now, Coffee and Mary Jane. We're gonna talk about what it look like. What it look like. Hold on, you guys see this crazy lighter system I got here. Because this lighter still got some gas left in it. And this lighter got a spark. I got to do it like the campfire. I gotta do it like an old school campfire. I gotta put it together just to get a spark. Coffee on deck. Make sure you got your coffee. We're gonna let it get to 5 minutes and then we're gonna get on in with it. Then we're gonna get on in with it. Hold on, what the hell is going on? This is terrible. I need a real lighter now. I'm definitely gonna need a real lighter. I gotta play campfire games with the lighter just to get something lit. This is a lot of work. Smash that like button. It costs nothing to smash the like button. Who's that? Taki, would it be, homie? Salute. How the hell did this thing keep going out? This is just an appetizer. This is just what I use to puff on while I wait for people to get in the building. Taki said, yo, why you leaving 52? I'm going to break that down too. I'm going to break that down for you. I don't want people to misunderstand that. In Georgia it is, but in New York, you good in New York. But, you know, Georgia's still on their nonsense. But in New York, I think it's 6 plants. I think you're allowed to grow up to 6 plants in New York. I'm not too sure. Somebody may fact check that for me, but I do believe it's 6 plants. Okay, we're coming up on that 5-minute mark. Now, I'm gonna be doing these lives. I think I'm looking at Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm gonna be doing these lives. I'm not too sure if all of them are going to go for an hour long or 2 hours, but we're going to chat it up to where we feel the end is there, and then we chop it off and do it again for the next time. But let's break down my last live. I'm retiring from 52 blocks. So what does that really mean in totality? Does that mean that I'm never going to teach 52 blocks again? No, it doesn't mean that. What it means is that I've been dropping jewels on 52 on YouTube for almost like close to 20 years now, and I've had a real consistent. I've been blessed with consistency to where I can drop 3 or 4 videos a day. Been doing it for the last couple of almost 2 decades, and that's pretty much what I'm retiring from. and standing more with the light burly brand. Because after doing something for so long, you can get typecasted. You know, I go into places and there's the 52 block guy, which is nothing wrong with that. But in totality, in the whole total of the package, I am a warrior. And that's the classification I fall under. I am slave to no system. You know, I stand with the great Bruce Lee on this point, is that I am slave to no system. No system defines who I am. I just use the system as a tool to better myself. So 52 blocks, when it comes to the understanding the defense, Shine Lighthouse said, true, you're a thank you, brother. When it comes to the defense, 52 blocks is just the best art to go to if you're talking about the study of how not to be hit. But when I want to learn some low line kicking, I ain't going to 52, going to Muay Thai. When I want to learn some ground game, I'm going to Sambo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, collegiate wrestling. When I want to learn to get my punches together, going to boxing. When I want something outside the realms of the rational, going to Kung Fu. And to me, that's the makeup of the warrior. So back in my heyday when I was hustling, you had hustlers, then you had crack dealers. Now, crack dealers specialize only in selling crack. A hustler can sell bean pies to crack. He can, and everything in between, because he is a hustler. He is not bound by one trade. If you put him in any lane and give him the understanding of that lane, he gonna hustle that lane. That's a hustler. See, the hustler is the big thing. Now you can break the hustler up into herb dealer, crack dealer, liquor dealer, gun dealer. You know, but those are the Pacifics. They're not hustlers. They're more people that have a trade. But a hustler can be shown any game and run with it. And that's the same thing with a warrior. A warrior can be shown any area of combat and run with it. So that's what I am. And if you hang around in one place too long, you'll get typecasted. So to make sure Mr. Light Burley isn't typecasted, that's what I'm retiring from, is that, yes, you can still come to me if you want to learn 52 blocks. I got 2 online courses. I got Rumble. You can check me out on Rumble. I'm dropping all my instructional, but I'm keeping my YouTube channel now for Coffee and Mary Jane, reactions, and lives doing interviews and with other martial artists. That's what I'm reserving my channel for now, and taking a break from the steady, constant flow of 52 that I've been putting out for over 2 decades for free, mind you. For free. For free. One of the few martial artists that's really giving it up for free. I don't mean just getting in front of a camera and doing whatever. I'm talking about really giving up that good information. Boxing knowledge. Where do you rank Tyson Fury with the other great heavyweights of all time? Okay. Listen, Tyson Fury right now, he's looking like he could either, I'll give him third. Right now, I'll give him third. I'll give him Ali, Marciano, then Tyson Fury. Now, why you got to give him Marciano? Because he undefeated, so you got to give him that. Your boy just got done picking up, going to settle in for a bit. Where'd it be, Mr. Duke? Open that jacket up. You got jewelry, guns, Lucy, and all that. Rubbers if you need them. Salute. Salute. So, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's right. We the jack. We the ones like this. I'm Mr. Burley like this. I got the jacket. What you want? A little sambo? Want a little kicking? You know, want a little punching? I'm the hustler of martial arts. I'm the hustler. I'm the warrior. Totalitarian. So I don't want to be typecasted as the 52 block guy, even though I like 52 blocks. I respect it. But as I said, I stand with the great Bruce Lee on this thought that these systems don't make me. I make the system. I make the system. You know, 52 blocks can assist me in getting better, but it ain't making me. You know, boxing ain't making me. Muay Thai ain't making me. And the same with you. Nice shirt, thank you. Respect, Bud Coffee. My 2 fabs, that's what it is. You already know, Warrior, you already know. So that's what my retirement from 52 is all about. You can still catch me for a lesson. I'm still, because I'm a warrior, I'm still going to teach the ways of combat. So whatever you want to come for, 52 blocks, boxing, Wing Chun, Shin Yi, Pakwa, Tai Chi, wrestling, whatever you want to come for, I can assist you on that, you know, because a warrior really is a jack of all trades, master of none. See, smash that like button. Come on, smash that like button. Help get this video out. We only got 7 people, but 2 likes. We can get more likes up in here. Give me some more likes, man. I'm about to break it down. See, a true warrior is a jack of all trades. Just like the great Bruce Lee. The great Bruce Lee was a jack of all trades, master of none. And then you have the people who are more Pacific, the boxers, the kickers, the wrestlers. But in all around real-time fighting, you have to be a jack of all trades. You have to be a jack of all trades. Swiss Army knife, facts. You got to be a jack of all trades if you're thinking about you're going to fight in these streets. If you think about you're going to fight in these streets, oh, you got to be a jack of all trades. Being one just ain't going to cut it. And being one just ain't going to cut it because the gap is going to close dramatically. The game is going to change fast. 1 minute you punching, next minute you're wrestling. Next minute you're kicking, you're elbowing back to punching. That's the game of real-time fighting. It's going to change. So if you only got one thing under your belt and you a puncher and the game goes to wrestling, you pretty much a fish out of water. So that's why warriors are jacks of all trades, master of none. Because I've already told you that mastery is a journey, not a destination. Mastery is a journey, not a destination. The moment that your mastery, or that you think your mastery is the destination, you've come to that destination, you cease to grow. You cease to grow. Your growing has now stopped. You've killed it. It's over. Ended. Kaput. Goodbye. Sayonara. See you later. That's what you're saying to your growth. Because mastery is the journey of growth. So meaning, you go on, you grow, you learn more. Things get more efficient. You gain more information. That's mastery. So you want to find so a warrior is on the path of mastery, but what he's not going to do is direct his attention to only one area of combat. He wants to see the full spectrum of combat. He wants to see everything. The weapons, the hand-to-hand, the wrestling, the grappling, the kicking, the headbutting, throwing knives. He wants a part of all of that. Because that's the journey of the warrior. The man that comes to really protect. He has to be multi-layered. Where's your view on situations where dudes square up, one of them throws a kick or takedown, and the other guy's homie try to stop it and make it about only swinging? I think that can be done. You know, you can set rules to your fight. You know, there's nothing wrong with being gentleman. You know, the gentleman art of self-defense. If you want to set some boundaries, like we keeping this at hands, it's nothing wrong with that. I think that's really, I think that's directly in line with being the man. You know, they used to duel back in the day. Got your pistols, take 10 steps, turn around and fire. No, I'm pretty sure they could have found another way to handle that, to work out their disagreements. They went to the musket. And, you know, somebody get hit in the face with a musket bullet, that means your story and your defense was incredible because you're dead. So, you know, you can put parameters to any fight if that's what y'all plan to do. Maybe you end up fighting someone who's close to you and y'all don't want to fight to the death. Y'all just want to fight to get something off your chest. I get it if it's done that way, but it's like rules after the fact because dude is now looking and can't adapt. Yeah, well, yeah, you can't call rules after the fact. You know, if the fight is on and he got you in a headlock, you can't be like, yo, son, no headlocks. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't doing that. If we ain't figured that out before the fight, I'm about to headlock you to sleep. Troy, them fight reaction, salute. I love those. I don't know. I'm telling you, I've grown a great love for doing fight commentary. I've learned. I've gained a lot of love for that, and I like that lane. That's why I'm focusing on it right now. I like that lane because you can still get the information. We can all view some funny videos and see what to do and what not to do in a fight, in some of these skirmishes. And not all of the reactions are going to be about fights. Sometimes we reacting to young geniuses. You know what I'm saying? That Sit 'Em Down Sandy was awesome. Like, yo, listen, I almost went to the moon with Sit 'Em Down Sandy. If Sit 'Em Down Sandy would have had 10 more fights, my channel would be cracking. Because listen, the people love Sit 'Em Down Sandy. I love Sit 'Em Down. The world loves Sit 'Em Down Sandy. So I wish he started fighting again, but I think I'd have reacted to all of his fights. Hopefully he gets some more fights under the belt soon. Yeah, 100%. That's the weird type of situation I'm talking about. I agree the other way too, if dudes want to agree beforehand. That's right. That's the only way it can be done. The only way there could be rules in the fight is if we do it beforehand. Ain't gonna be no we start scrapping, I punch you in the lip and you start talking about not in the face. Nah, we ain't doing that. That's going to just cause you to get more knuckle sandwiches. You finna be full because I'm about to serve you about 6, 7, 8 knuckle sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? With no drink. They're going down dry. No drink. So, you know, that's the only way rules can be put into a fight, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. I kindly think that's real manly to kind of say, like, nah, we're going to stay away from, ain't going to be no grabbing sticks and busting each other. This ain't no all-out fight. You know what I'm saying? Unless you fighting the straight enemy. I mean, like, you know, you shouldn't even want to fight to all out. You know, you'll know when it's time to kill. Like, people, not everything is a kill. Like, killing is a feeling. Like, you're going to know when it's time to kill. Like, if somebody step on your shoe, you don't snap his neck. You don't just like what's wrong with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you? You so upset that you out here snapping necks with no pause. Like, somebody look at you the wrong way and you ready to get to snapping necks. That's craziness. You're a psychopath. You're a psycho. Anybody thinking like that is a psychopath. Matter of fact, you should be thinking about not killing. No, but you're going to feel the kill. You know why you're going to feel the kill? Because you're going to feel him trying to kill you. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel he going for the gusto, and then you're going to have to go beat him to the gusto. You got to raise yours up. Do you think Errol worrying about Bud training with Snack Victor made him a little... Nah, I don't think so at all. Come on, Victor already got his nonsense. You know what I'm saying? We know what he was known for. Now, you get a second time in life. You get second chances, but that's still, still can't erase that off your record. Still can't erase that off your record. So I don't think Errol is worried at all about him training with Victor. I've seen people freak out like that, and then they apologize early and say they wiggled out. But I can't. But I can respect that. Yes. Like before the neck snapping. Yeah. So you'll know when it's time to raise the level to the of kill. Yo, LB, Shakur versus Oscar Valdez on Sunday, going down. I think this is going to be a tough fight for Shakur, but let's just put this on the table. Shakur is a different type of animal. Shakur, certain people are just born to do certain things. Like, that's the amazing genetics of life. That's the amazing genetics of life, that certain people are born to do certain things, and they find their way to their thing. Fighting is Shakur's thing. Not taking nothing away from Oscar. He's a fighter too. But this boy is special. And I don't see Oscar beating him. I just don't. But there's anytime that you step in the you go to engage with a man, you have a chance of victory. There's never zero victory chances in the fight. Because anything can go wrong. All you got to do is take your mind off the ball for a second and somebody make you sleep. So, but Shakur is laser focused. I don't see that happening no time soon. I see him beating Oscar Valdez. I see it. I think it's going to be a stoppage. I don't think he's going to knock him out, but I think they're going to have to save Oscar. Because Oscar's coming to fight, and there's only his style is just only going to open him up to get hit a lot more than he, especially from a sniper. Yeah, I can go with Shakur KO body shot. Yeah, I believe it's going to be a fight stoppage. You know, I don't know if it's going to be like a boom, he hit him with a shot, he knock him out, but a body shot could do that, facts. But I do believe they're going to have to stop the fight. Because Oscar is the type of fighter that he going to fight until death. Like, he's one of those fighters. Like, you got to stop those type of fighters. Like, it's hard to even get a decision against those type of fighters because they on kill mode from round one. Let's take nothing away from Oscar. Take nothing away from him. That boy going to bang. He over there working with Canelo and them team. You think he ain't going to pick up some information from Canelo? He over there with Team Canelo. Come on. Oscar coming to bang. He coming to bang. I like it. He said, listen, I know who I'm up against. I'm going with Team Canelo. That's what you do. So, he's definitely coming to fight. I just think Shakur is just, he's next level. He's too far up. Certain people are just too far advanced in their journey than you. You know, it means nothing bad to you. It's just these people are that advanced in their journey. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But, yeah, I got Shakur by stoppage. Yeah, well, Shakur got that sneaky power. Shakur got accuracy and speed power. Like, there's a power that comes with accuracy. There's a power that comes with accuracy. And because that person can hit you in the same place 10 times over. Oh, yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Like somebody hit you right up under here, right up under your chin, and then put another shot right up under there, and then another one. It'll feel like your whole head hurting. It's not even this area hurting anymore. Your whole head is hurting because those snipers can constantly hit you in the same place. One boxer talked about that. He said, if I hit you in one spot and I hear a little sign of pain, I'm going to hit you there again. That's boxing 101. That's boxing 101. That's right, heavy end. Speed and accuracy is power, baby. Like Ugas out, Ugas eye jammy is bad, man. Salute, Chicago in here. Back from NY, what it be, warrior? I heard him. Yeah, Khan was robbed at airport. He over there in London thinking it's sweet in London. He thought, London got criminals. London, you can get like people start thinking it's only you get so used to seeing your hood, you don't know what another hood look like. It's probably hoods in London that I would be in that I wouldn't even think is a hood and get jacked. Straight jacked. You know, because I'm used to what I perceive to be a hood. You'll be out there in London walking in some of the most dangerous streets and wouldn't even know it until somebody busting you over your head, taking your stuff. So, you know, it goes to show you, even as a fighter, you can get robbed just because you got them hands. Don't mean you got anything on the bullet. And one of the things you want to do as a fighter is never let the arrogance of being a fighter get you killed. Yeah, don't let the arrogance of being the fighter get you killed, because it can happen. You start getting so nice with these, soon as somebody say something, you ready to hit them. Boop! And then next thing you know, pop, 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 pop. And that's it. That's it. They closing you out. That lean back uppercut from, did he set that up nice? He throw the uppercut how I throw it, boy. You got a Fury tried to make his head touch the ceiling. He said, I'm sending your chin to God. Press one. Fury told Dylan White, I'm finna send your chin to God. It was one of those, it was one of those uppers. See, that's how I throw my uppercut. All the way up. and then snatch it back. When I go up and snatch, oh, I'm sending your chin to God. You gonna be right on it. You can I'm putting your chin right on God's lap. Let him talk to you. That's what Fury did. Fury is getting better. Like I said, Fury is getting better and better, man. I don't see him. He can't, and he retired, so ain't nobody gonna beat him now. I think he's gonna go on and fight that MMA dude. But Fury said he out. Smart man. You a class act when you can retire at the top. You are considered what we call a class act if you can retire at the top. It's very hard to do, people. Uga's saying Errol Spence is not human, but his defense in his head and high guard. Yeah. When he start banging on you, you're going to think he ain't human. That man is a tree chopper. What's the hardest lesson you learned as a man/fighter? The hardest lesson I learned as a man/fighter that there's a billion eyes on this planet. Who the F are you? Once again, the biggest lesson I learned is that there's a billion eyes on this planet. Who the F are you? That's what I've learned. Fury not retired. Bob Arum says he owes him money. He mostly want more money. I hope he does retire. Because like I said, the class act retires on top. You know what I'm saying? That's what Rocky Marciano was really well renowned for. Rock retired at his height. He was knocking people out when he retired. He wasn't really slowing down, but Rock knew, you got to know when to fold him. You know what I'm saying? You can't play, you can't play a hand out until you lose. Like, only the thirsty people do that. They want to play their hand all the way, and you will lose. It's lower averages at some point, and that's what people forget is that you have to. It's just the lower averages. Like as we walk around say nobody's perfect. Exactly. No system is perfect. No hustle is perfect. So even me when I was hustling, you eventually have to go to jail. There's just no way every day you can come out on them streets, sell drugs, and have no contact with police. The only way that can happen is you wasn't really selling drugs. That's the only way. If you were really in them streets doing that stuff, there is no way you ain't have no police interference. That's the law of averages. So if you understand that, you know that it's best to quit while you're ahead. It's always best to do that. Yeah, you could have did more, maybe less. Listen, if Roy Jones would have did this, Roy Jones would still be the man. Imagine if Roy Jones would have retired after fighting John Ruiz. Imagine if Roy Jones would have retired after fighting John Ruiz. He would be the king of boxing right now. Roy Jones would literally be the king of boxing. But he didn't. He wanted to play till he lost. And now look at him now. Even though he's still Roy, we can still look back at him. But we all got to think, damn, what if Roy would have retired after beating that heavyweight? And no, he was no crazy heavyweight, but he was still a heavyweight. Go look at that fight, Roy versus Ruiz. Look at that fight and see how big he is compared to Roy. And Roy was still giving him them hands. Roy was supposed to retire immediately after that fight. There ain't nothing left to be done. You done went all the way up the ladder and beat on a heavyweight. You was supposed to exit stage left. But he didn't. How do you pace train in different arts? You can, you got 7 days in the week. So you can break it up. You can use it's all about using your time wisely. You got 7 days in the week. You can do 2 days of boxing, 2 days of grappling, 2 days of kicking, and then rest on that day, and then repeat, and then add more stuff to it. But if you living, you got more than enough time to knock it out. He's still Roy Jones, but he got that fight in him. That fire is still there. Look at Floyd coming back. Yeah, it's hard. Listen, when you get to that level of thousands of people screaming your name, that's like That's like being on crack cocaine. It ain't, you can't just, that's why walking away at the top is some of the hardest stuff to do for these type of people. Are you one of those guys that likes chess because of boxing? I always thought the connection was cool. I think chess goes with fighting. Chess goes with life because what is the essence of chess? David Muhammad, peace to the God, salute. What is the essence of chess? What is the underlying thing you gain from playing chess? And this is why most fighters end up playing chess. Can anybody tell me what is the underlying attribute? Move with intentions, Lord. Oh, that's one, but that ain't it. Anybody else? What is the true attribute you gain from playing chess that makes fighters alike all want to take up the game? My chess game sucks. I need to play more. But my father, he was a chess master, and watching him play and playing a couple of games from him, I learned this about chess, which is the strongest attribute or the strongest underline that you get from playing chess. Anybody? All right, I'll tell you. Strategizing, learning to control your emotions, that's one of them. Deceive your eye. These are all good, but the underline you get is thinking ahead. Real chess players think 5-6 moves ahead. They lead you into a trap. The only way to lead something or somebody into a trap, you have to be moves ahead of them. That's what you get from chess. That's why they start playing with that clock, because now you have to think ahead on the timer. See, anybody can start sitting there thinking ahead if you give them an hour to stare at a chessboard, but they up the game. Well, that's exactly, and that's what you get from chess. And this is why fighters all fall into the chess game, because fighters need to think moves ahead. Fighters need to be able to look at their opponent and think moves ahead to where they need to be. What punch is going to take them out? What are they doing that they're doing over and over that I can use? And it's great for that. It's definitely great for that. It's that one thing alone can serve you in life. Can serve you. It can serve you with your wife, at your job, with your kids. Think about what's the name's father, Khabib's father. He had him wrestling with bears at the age of what? Khabib was wrestling with bears at the age of what? See, his father was doing what? He was thinking moves ahead. Not even just move, years ahead. His father, Lomachenko's father, Papachenko, when he was getting Loma to become a boxer, he had him doing Russian dancing. That's a man thinking years ahead of what he's going to produce. That's the greatest thing that's the one thing you can use. That one principle can be used in every part of your life. And that's why chess is the master game. And that's why I need to get my chess game up. But when I'm fighting, I'm always thinking moves ahead. I strategize. That's my chessboard, is the fighting circle, the arena. I plan ahead. Word, feet work, speed ladders, or crazy workouts. Facts. But also, part of my rant today, not to keep you here too long, is what it looked like. Now, as fighters, that one thing there is not it's a problem amongst melanated people, but it's also a worldly problem. What it look like? Most people have the bad habit of judging things by how they look. Even fighters. Oh, he look, even in the world of 52, a lot of people didn't want to accept Mr. Light Burley because I don't look tough. I don't look like the streets done beat me up and spit me out. Sometimes they don't always have to be that way. But there's an old saying when I was coming up that the old people used to say, never judge a book by its cover. That is the easiest way to be fooled and manipulated. That's the easiest way. Know that you can never eyeball something. Like when I was hustling, there was this one dude that thought he can just eyeball the work and put it in the bag. Not me. I got me a digital scale and I scaled it and I got all my money while that fool was losing money because he believed he could eyeball it with his eye. You cannot. No, your eyes are some of your greatest assets because they are the windows to the soul, but they are the easiest to be led astray. Your eyes are the easiest to be led astray. So you have to understand that you can never, ever eyeball anything. Don't even try. Figure out what it's about first. Even with men, you see these women with these big booties. All you see is the big booty, and you jump in, and next thing you know, she's a what they call them spiders that eat a black widow. She's a black widow. You getting your head bit off now. You getting your head bit off. So no, you have to resist the temptation. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. You have to resist the temptation to try to eyeball information. Now, of course, certain things are kind of easy to spot. Well, I hate that I can eye off a look. Certain things are easy to spot. Now, if a person's crying, you can see chances are they must be sad. But this is not true either. They could be fake crying for all you know. See, the key is there are too many variables in this world to think you can eyeball something. And that goes back to what I said. There's a billion eyes in this world. Who the hell are you? So don't even try. Don't even try. Resist the temptation to try to eyeball people's information. Oh, I think he looked like a fighter. Oh, he looks rough. You don't know. He could be a booty bandit with a tough face. Some of the most dangerous packages are plain. Like when the cops come to get you, they ain't riding in Benzes. You ain't seeing cops come kicking your door in Benzes. They come in all of these unmarked cars, all of these vans. I've seen police jump out of the vans that look like bread vans. Why you think they doing that? Because they know you trying to eyeball your way to seeing where the cops are coming from. So they come in banana vans, bread vans, because they know you're going to try to eyeball the situation instead of doing the work and understanding the situation and learning about the situation. You are tricked. Peace to the gods. I'm out. Playoff time. Salute. Have a good day, warrior. Your eyes are the easiest to be led astray. Just like in fighting. Who you think people are trying to disturb with hand feints? What do you think is the job of feinting altogether? Is to destroy what you think you're seeing. Even in basketball, they feint. You think he going left. He done spun around you and went down the middle. Because you looked at it and thought he was going left. So the eyes are the easiest to be led astray. So knowing that, to protect yourself, one thing you have to start eliminating is that judgment thing in you that wants you to eye a situation out, to eyeball a situation and figure it out. Shoot, in jail, if you look too long, they call it reckless eyeballing. You look at them too long, that's reckless eyeballing. They got a term for it. So, what it look like must be erased. Not all in the totality, not in the whole thing. Yes, if you go to a gym, you looking for somebody that has muscles if you're looking for a trainer. You don't walk into a gym and go to the fat guy. You can see that. You can see that. But even then, after you have eyed out somebody that looks like a good trainer, you still got to figure that out. Because he could be good at it. Could be genetics for him that his body is all toned like that, and he's trying to tell you you can get your body like that, and his joint is all genetics. So you still got to figure out, is this a good trainer for me? Exactly, on steroids, facts. So you still have to figure that out. So there really is no time where you think you should be trying to eyeball anything. Patience before making a move, facts. Resist the temptation to eyeball anything. Never trust what it look like. Figure out what it is. Don't go by what it look like. Figure out what it is. And that path will lead you to more victories and peaceful sleep, peaceful nights of sleep by doing it that way. David Pollock, would it be, family? Would it be? Would it be? You know, we up in here, Coffee and Mary Jane. Coffee and Mary Jane in it. So that's the lesson for Monday's Coffee and Jane. Mary Jane. Throw away what it looked like. Figure out what it is. That's square biz right there. Bars. That's square biz right there. Good evening. Peace and blessings. What's that? Emmanuel. How you doing, sir? Peace. Glad to have you in the chat. I don't know if the Wrench Gang Gang is up in here. I ain't see the Wrench Gang Gang. Glad to have you in the chat. You heard Uga's eye was still bleeding almost a week. Yes. Yo, Big Copper. Yo, Errol Spence put a hurting on that boy eye. Yo, Errol Spence done messed up like 3-4 eyes. This man is the eye snatcher. Word. Salute, LB, for those jewels. All the time, Heavy Andy. That's what we get at Mary Jane and Coffee. Ricky Ferguson said, late to the party, but I'm here. Glad to have you. That's what you get at Mary Jane. When you mix coffee and weed, you get a deep conversation. I don't care how it happens. You start mixing coffee and weed, you get a deep conversation. But yeah, Errol Spence out there collecting eyeballs like he's some sick witch doctor. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is like some sick witch doctor out there collecting eyeballs. He may start getting them dipped in gold and put them on the gold rope. You put him on the gold rope, he gonna have like 3 eyeballs on that rope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got Ugas. Kell Brook snatched his eye, and he definitely looked like he was about to snatch Danny Garcia's eye. Danny Garcia's eye was banged up too. Will Wilder come back? The heavyweight division is wide open. I think he should, but I don't think he has to. You know, like I said before in one of my lives, you know, Wilder is he got a Cinderella story. He got a gift. You know, you start boxing when you're 20, win the bronze medal, become a heavyweight champion, defend your belt more than most heavyweight champions, knockout rate like 98%. Cinderella story, made millions, multi-millionaire by now. So he could, or he don't have to. I hope he don't retire, but I think he's going to. Who you got? Spence versus Crawford. My money is on Crawford. My money on Spence. My money on Spence. You see Spence out there collecting eyeballs. He out there collecting eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford eyeball may be on the chain. I think this is some type of runts. There's a lot of runts out here nowadays. Yeah, I got Spence. Even though I love Crawford. This is a 50-50 fight here, people. This ain't no 60-40, 70-30. No, this is 50-50 straight down the middle. Both of these guys got styles that can easily take them to a victory. Terrence Crawford could outbox Earl. You know, show him all types of angles. He throw punches from all angles. Got a whole repertoire of trickiness. Knows how to adapt very well. Long range. Switching leads. Errol Spence, high ring IQ, tree chopper, bang down to the body, the best body puncher in the game. Errol Spence is the best body snatcher in the game. Even over Canelo. I got Earl over Canelo. Earl body shots are way more crisp. Even though Canelo, he be looking like he trying to shift an organ. Canelo be looking like he trying to move your liver next to your kidney. He hit you so hard in the body, it's scary. Like, people get scared when Canelo look at their body. All Canelo got to do is look at a dude's body, he get nervous. Because Canelo just wicked with it. But we talk about clean, sharp, precise, accuracy and percentage of landing. Oh, that's Errol Spence. That's Errol Spence. He throws 60 body shots at you. 54 of them are landing. I'm going to say it again. Errol Spence throws 60 body shots at you. 54 of them joints is landing. You're done. You're done. That's why he's a tree chopper. See, people don't understand the power of Spence. The body is the worst place to get hit, man. It's the worst. It's the worst. It takes the wind out of you. You rather get that joint right on your chin, get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's that good at body punching is a problem beyond a problem, especially when the fight is 12 rounds. See, now, a body puncher may not be effective if he only got to fight you one round. Like, if you had to fight a body puncher maybe 1-2 rounds, okay, you can probably beat up a body puncher. But if you got to fight a body puncher for 36 minutes, 36 minutes, people, that is the time of a championship fight. You know what I'm saying? 36, matter of fact, 36, you take 12 out of it because they need a minute to sit down. So what's that? 12. So what's that? Somebody do the math on that. 24 minutes of fighting. 24 minutes of fighting. So in 24 minutes, oh, you're going to get hit to the body, and then they can do their evil work. Body shots do evil work. First, second round, he landed body shots. Your adrenaline is pumping. You feeling good. By the 6th round, you're standing in mud. You can't keep your arms up. Every part of your body hurts. That's the evilness of body shots. They take their toll later. So if the fight goes into the stretch, which it will, I don't see Terrence Crawford knocking out Errol Spence. His chin is too strong. The man got a chin and he got some good defense. Not that it can't happen, I just don't see it happening. So body punchers, they win the fight most of the time, because if the fight goes into the late rounds and he done got off a lot of clean body shots, or you're meat, you're done. You're done. Mayweather was a master of it. Mayweather was a master of it. You see Mayweather put that jab right to the center of your body. That's how he slowed down, what's the name? What's my man that was going wild and took Broner out? Madonna. That's how he slowed down Madonna. Because he started putting that jab right to the pit of the stomach, and he's accurate with it. He's accurate. Bang, 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 bang. Six round, them things is taken. It's like a poison. It's like a snake biting you. And then, 20 minutes later, the venom start coursing and doing this dirty work. That's what good body shots do to you. They're venomous. It's like being bit by a cobra. Yeah, he don't miss that punch. He don't miss the body. He don't miss. He don't miss. He's a tree chopper. Yeah, and he hitting you everywhere. The biceps, shoulder. He treating you like a heavy bag. He hitting you everywhere. He ain't one of them body punches always looking for the clean shot. Nah, he punching you here, biceps, all that getting chewed on. Yeah, and the fighter coming forward. That's right. He chewing on you. And then after he done chewed on you, he ready to go upstairs and take the right hook to your chin. And he has a high ring IQ. He was a young fighter beating up on Mayweather, people. You don't just go beat up on Mayweather if you don't have ring IQ. Like, people mistake Errol Spence style as as the mind of a brawler. Yeah, a lot of brawlers aren't clever fighters, but Errol really is a different type of beast. He's like an intelligent brawler, and that's dangerous. He's like an intelligent Jake LaMotta. If anybody don't know who Jake LaMotta is the essence of a brawler. Jake LaMotta is a brawler's brawler. He's a brawler. When you want to talk about brawling and chewing a man down, oh, that was Jake LaMotta, baby. And he had the stamina to chew on you every single round. He wasn't going to get tired. He was like a dog on the bone. I'm just gnawing on you until you fell apart. And then he got you up out of there. But he wasn't too smart. He wasn't the most intelligent of fighters. But Errol Spence is different. He's like Mayweather as a brawler. Could you imagine Mayweather as a brawler with all of his, insight and information? That's Errol Spence. So the chess game is on the same level. People keep talking about like Terrence is like smart. No, he's not smarter than Errol. He does have faster feet though. What does Terrence have over Errol truly is faster feet, for sure. Way faster feet. And that matters. That can be a problem to someone, that has a more of a kind of I think Errol could fight on his toes if he wants to. Angles too, yeah. Footwork. Fast feet creates the angles, So I think Errol can fight on his toes if he wanted to, but he really, he doesn't. So, Bud definitely has the faster feet. Even the faster hands. He has faster hand speed. His hands are faster. His feet is faster than Errol. But on the level of boxing IQ, they're both pretty much on the same level. That's why this fight is a 50-50 fight. Because boxing IQ-wise, it's 50-50. Do not take Errol Spence for a lowbrow fighter. Don't make that mistake. He's not a lowbrow fighter. There's some out there. You want to know who's a lowbrow fighter? And this is not being disrespectful. Rolando. He's not. That's a lowbrow fighter. I take nothing away from him. He's a fighter, but he's a lowbrow fighter. He's not the classic thinker. And that's why he's going to have problems with Tank. Yup, switch stances too. But we might as well stop saying Terrence Crawford switches stances. He doesn't. Terrence Crawford, you know who switches stances? Jerron Boots Ennis. That's who's a true stance switcher. Now, back in the 130 days when Bud was coming up, he was a switch hitter. Bud ain't no switch hitter anymore. So we got to stop classifying Bud as a switch hitter. He's basically a southpaw. Because you notice when he's fighting orthodox, the minute he starts getting beat up, he goes to southpaw. Kell Brook was landing that jab all on Terrence Crawford's face. And then Terrence said, yeah, I'm going to have to switch southpaw and get him up out of here. Now, Boots he's switching all through the fight. Marvelous Marvin Hagler was a switch hitter. You want to see switch hitting? You got to look at Marvin Hagler. He started off as an orthodox. Now he's hitting you with a left hand. Now it's a right hand. Now it's a left hook. Now it's a right hook. That's a switch hitter. Meaning he keeps it up all through the fight. Terrence, he goes southpaw on you, and he stays southpaw. So if he going to switch hit, now is the time. Because I don't know if he want to go southpaw with a true southpaw. I think for this fight, he needs to use a lot more of his switching ability against Errol. It'll really work against Errol if he starts switching orthodox, southpaw, giving Errol different looks, just giving him a harder puzzle to figure out. I think that would be a good key to victory for Terrence Crawford against Errol. And just to use his feet and angles. Like, the one thing he don't want to do is he don't want to be on the ropes, and he don't want to be dragged into a dog fight with Errol. He don't want a dog fight with Errol. But the problem with Terrence is he's a junkyard dog too. He got junkyard dog in him, so we gotta hope and see if Errol can pull him into a dog fight. Because if Errol pulls him into a dog fight, he going to treat him like Ugas. You know, he's gonna treat him like guys. You gotta box circles around Errol. If you box circles around Errol, then you can win that fight. That's how you gotta beat Errol Spence. You gotta box circles around him. And Terrence Crawford just happens to be the one fighter that can do that. Now, as long as he sticks to that game plan, it should be all money. But if he deviates or gets caught with something, then it's going to be a problem. If he start letting them body shots rip, if he start touching that body. Yeah, I see he in camp with Devin Haney. Yeah. I think they said Devin Haney said something slick about Errol. I hope not. Because Errol was talking about going to Australia to support Devin Haney against Cambosis. So I hope Devin Haney don't start talking crazy. Ain't no need to talk crazy. This is the type of fight where you can't really join. You don't really want to take a side. All you can do is get you some popcorn and enjoy the fight. Most fighters that know Errol and Terrence, they ain't trying to choose a side too much. The fighters. Now, spectators and everybody else, they choosing sides. But the fighters that are close to them, they ain't trying to choose sides because they know this fight can go either way. It's not really a fight that you can call and say, yeah, this man definitely got a victory. You can't really say that. I'll go with Errol because I think the tree chopping, his volume punching, and I like Errol. You know, I've been an Errol fan since he started, so I have a bias to it. And but bias is needed here because it's a 50-50 fight. So you're going to have to go with the man that you think going to get the job done because this is 50-50. This is what makes this fight a great fight. Lord Yazar, the fact, just happy to be alive to see it. That's right. We just need to be happy that we can enjoy this fight and see such an exhibition of skill, because that's what we're going to see. We're going to see all of the tricks, because both of them going to have to go in their bag. This is a fight where both of them are going to have to go in their bag. They can't even lay back. They're going to have to get in their bag. They're going to have to scrape the bag. They're going to have to pull out tricks we ain't seen yet, because that's how stiff this competition is. This is real competition, people. This ain't no run-of-the-mill competition. This is the real thing. So I can't wait to see it, man. Like, you know, I'm gonna sit back like a true fan, even though I'm not gonna be mad if Terrence Crawford wins. Like, I love Errol Spence, but I ain't gonna be one of those people upset. Nah, I'm gonna be way happy for Terrence. I'll be way happy for Errol, because like I said, this is a 50-50 fight. And, you know, there's a lot of history being made that's going to be made by one of these fighters. And if you look at Terrence Crawford, if Terrence Crawford pulls off this hat trick, becomes undisputed in 2 weight classes, whoa, his stock is going through the roof. His stock going through, Errol Spence stock already going through the roof, but Terrence Crawford's stock is going to go through the roof. Imagine if he beats Errol and Charlo beats Castano, then he moves up to 154 and beats Charlo. Just imagine that. Just imagine at 140, undisputed, goes to 147, becomes undisputed, moves up to 154, becomes undisputed. Yo, that's a ticket right there. That's a ticket. That's what Terrence Crawford is lined up for. Like, Errol Spence is just lined up to be undisputed. Terrence Crawford, because of his positioning, if he beats Errol and moves up, he gets an immediate shot at the champion. And if Charlo beats Castano and becomes undisputed, and Terrence moves up to 154 and beats Charlo, yo, we talking about some serious move making and shaking. We talk about some serious shaking. If that can happen, and Terrence Crawford is totally lined up for it. All he got to do is just achieve it. So there's a lot at stake right now, people. There's a lot at stake right here, because you can guarantee if he beats Errol Spence, he's definitely moving up to go after Charlo, as he should. If he beats Errol Spence convincingly, he might as well just jump in the water and go after Charlo. Go after him. This is Errol Spence's training buddy. They know each other. They train. They under the same trainer, Derek James. So that would be quite a hat trick if Terrence Bud Crawford can pull that off. And I'm with him. I'm with Errol. But I'm with big history too. I'm with big history. Big history. Oh, I'm with that. Let's go. Let's roll the dice. Baby need new shoes. Let's roll the dice. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Let's roll the dice. That's big business, people. Big business. So can't wait for the fight. Can't wait for the fight. But right now we got the Tank Davis Rolly fight coming. We got Shakur Steven, Oscar Valdez. So we got some good fights to keep us over. We got Devin Haney and what's the name? What if he can't go for Charlo first. Yeah, he can't do that now. He gotta walk the path like he had already said. He gotta walk this path. Also, Errol trained to work out with him too. Yeah, Big Copper. He gotta get Spence first before he go after Charlo. He gotta do it right. He gotta do it right. Because if he don't, he may miss it. You know what I'm saying? He may miss it. By the time he come back, Errol Spence may be gone. May have moved up himself. So he got to peg these pegs out. He got to knock Errol Spence out of place. Then he got to go. Yeah, Kambosos and Haney on June 5th. We got some good fights lined up. We got the Oscar Valdez with Shakur. Then we got the Rolly and Tank. And then we're going to get Kambosos and Haney. Come on, man. We got a lineup right now. Boxing looking strong. Boxing looking strong right now. We got a mean lineup. Fremont 619. Salute LB. Fairly new subscriber. This is my first live content. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for joining the live and subscribing to if I say so myself, one of the best martial art channels on YouTube. Highly underrated. Highly underrated over here. We put out good content. We do reaction videos. 20 years ago, I did a lot of training people, taking fighters to Golden Glove, cornering MMA fighters. I got a large body of work, I can say. I've started putting out videos in 2003 or 2007. I think 2003. Since 2003 check this out, people. Since 2003 to 2022, where we at right now, I've put out a video every day. I don't think I've missed a day between 2003 all the way up to now. Tell me that ain't quite a YouTube career. From 2003 all the way up to now, I've put out a video every day. Oh yeah, I forgot Canelo and Bivol. Yeah, I forgot all about Canelo and Bivol. You ever think about collaborating with Fight Tips and Hard to Hurt? I would love to collaborate with those brothers. You know, that's what I'm want to move my channel into, is doing interviews. I'm gonna have Roberto Sharp up here, give me some Wilson Pitts. I'm gonna bring some martial artists through. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk. Got a martial art magazine in the making. I'm doing the martial art magazine. So yeah, I would definitely love to do a collab with those brothers, and hopefully they know about some of the work I've done. You know, I'm an underground martial artist, but I think I got a little bit of fame, just a little bit of YouTube fame. A couple of people know who I am. But I appreciate you for subbing. What else we got to talk about? What else has been in the news? Oh, we seen Mike Tyson had to go and sock somebody up again. You know, I don't know why people. Well, I do know why now. You know, like I said, we are in the times of what it looked like. That's why people on Instagram front like the lives they don't really have, cars they don't have, because they know everybody's caught up in what it looked like. They go to your Instagram post, you sitting next to a Benz in 20 pictures, they gonna believe you Benz worthy, or you on the level of a Benz. And that could have been you could have been standing in front of your friend's car in 20 different pictures. You got 20 friends with Benzes, and you stood in front of their Benz and took a picture. But we are in the stage of what it looked like. And this is a terrible time. That's why our young people face they face some challenges. They face a lot of challenges because we are in the time of what it looked like. So chances are you're going to be fooled more than not. More than not, it's going to be some foolery. You're going to think it's one thing when it's really another. And because we're in that time. So that's why, as I said earlier, you have to resist the temptation of trying to eyeball information. You know, everybody want to read you, but they can't. No one can read you. Now, there's certain things that they can see on the superficial level, but only on the very superficial level. Your inward as a person, no one can know that, only you. Only you. That's why when you're lying to somebody, you're really lying to yourself. And we've all lied. I've lied. You know, I'm not going to sit up here like no messiah that's been able to beat the game of lies. No. But the worst lies I told had bad intent on them. See, because lies are just as helpful as the truth. Lies are just as helpful as the truth. People don't know. People don't understand the power of lies. There is a power of lies that the truth doesn't have. Because the truth is raw, hardcore, uncut. Uncut. It's like trying to feed a baby with a big spoon. Do you get a big spoon or do you get a little spoon? No, the little spoon is a lie. Think about it. The little spoon that you use to feed your baby is really a spoon that's lying. Because a real spoon is a spoon is a good size. But you have to use that small spoon because the baby is not ready for the truth. The big amounts, you know. So lies are just as can be just as helpful as the truth if the intent behind the lie is good or is leading people to the truth. Because most people come into fighting through a fantasy. Even me. We all had that fantasy where you walking with your girl, 3 dudes run up and like, yo, give me your watch. And then you start kung fu-ing all of them. You know what I'm saying? You grab one, break his neck, you kick the other one in the belly, you dip under the punch, grab the other dude, take him down. We've all had that lie in our head. That's not how the fight's going to go. That is not the truth. If you face 3 people, get the kung fu lie out your head. It's not going like that. You may be able to survive it, but it's going to be nothing like that kung fu lie you had in your head. So the kung fu lie has brought a lot of men to the kung fu truth. That's how helpful fantasy and lies can be. So they are not the worst. The government is lying to us right now. You can bet Uncle Sam and the people that run this country and this world is telling you lies. And the large majority of it is for a good reason. We all heard the line, you can't handle the truth. And most people walking this earth couldn't handle the truth. They couldn't handle the truth. They don't even want the truth. Truth too real. They're going to have to take the truth in small dosages. Most people want the truth in small dosage. They don't want, you can't just unload the truth on people. They'll stop. They won't even be productive. They won't be able to go about this society that we've built, this pattern. You know, most people will stop going to work if they found out the truth on how many times this country is really being attacked. If we really knew how many times we were under attack or there was Unibombers trying to take us out, you probably wouldn't even go to work. Most people be scared to death. So, of course, the government has to lie. Has to tell you everything gonna be all right. You good. We ain't talking to aliens. They telling us all that. When they on the jack, they probably talking to aliens on iPhones. The aliens probably got iPhones. Or some new level to where they can talk through the iPhone. And they up there yakking the yak with them. They done got all types of yakety yak conversations with the aliens while they telling us they ain't talking to nobody. Word, fantasy and the government can't tell us the truth because we wouldn't know how to react. Facts. You got to know this. You got to know there's a small amount of people walking this earth that can take the actual hardcore reality of the truth. That's what the Matrix is about. Remember when he showed them what the Matrix was and it was just like a desert and just It was just the worst scenery you can see. And he said, "This is the Matrix." Where he was trying to say, "This is the truth. This is how it really looks." But we can't do that, you know. Even your house, you're living in a lie. Even your apartment, if you look at your house, you're really living in a lie. Because if you strip away all of the fancy stuff, it's really just some sticks. You know what I'm saying? It's some insulation. If you took away the pretty walls and floors and roofs to your house, how would your house look? Because that's the truth. The truth of the house is the foundation. All of the chandeliers, those are lies. The paintings on your wall, the color of your wall is a lie. You know why the color of your wall is a lie? Because when you move out, someone will move in and paint in a different color. Your walls may have been yellow, but when you sell that house, somebody gonna come in and paint the walls green. So your house is an embodiment of the lie and the truth. The truth being the foundation, the lie being everything you brought in there. The TVs on the wall, the furniture, color of your walls, all that's a lie. That's not the truth. The truth is the foundation, the beams, the insulation. Heavy Andy said that's why we should work out to prepare us for what can happen to us when we step outside with other people. Facts. That's the truth. The hardcore reality is every day you make it home is a blessing because there are so many variables. You know how many ways that you can die? There's like trillions of ways that you can die every time you step out your house. The minute you step out your house, you can drop your keys, go to pick up your keys, slip, hit your head on the concrete, fall into a coma, and cease to exist. That variable is open to you. Let's not add driving. Let's not even add you drive. Do you know how many different ways you can die in driving? How many sick people are out there on the road? Once you open yourself up to everybody else's world, you are in danger. Living in a society is dangerous. You are open to other people's sick, demented, bad luck. You get on the road and just happen to be on the road with somebody that's tired of living, and he causes a 10-car pileup. Just rams his car into yours. You was doing everything right in life. You were a good father. You take care of business. You pay your taxes. You're doing everything that we say is right in life. But still, you chose to drive that day when that sick, demented, twisted person decided he wanted to take himself out. And he took you with him. So that's why you got to understand your blessings, that every day you make it to another day to live, to lay down, is truly a blessing against the odds. Word, too many damn variables on this earth. I thank God I made it home from work. That's right. You every day you make it home, you've beat the odds. People with bodyguards and paid protection die. That's right. Everybody die. He gonna be all right. People die every day, B. That's what that saying is about. People die every day, B. He'll be all right. Yes, even protected in Fort Knox. You can literally build a Fort Knox around you and still die in your bathtub. You can have soldiers, the high-tech cameras, drones flying over your house, go in the bathtub, slip, hit your head on the porcelain, that porcelain tub you got, and die right in your bathtub. You cannot escape death. He is with you every second of the day. Every millisecond, he's riding your neck on you like, go on, just make a mistake. Just one. Just give me one reason to take you out. Just give me one reason. He on your shoulder like a bully. Death is on your shoulder like, come on, just give me one reason. Do something stupid. Bust a move. Anything. I'll take you right up out of here. Because once again, there are a billion eyes on this planet. Who the F are you? The more you understand that, the more you move with caution and blessing and gratitude and appreciation that there are a billion eyes on this planet. Who the F are you? You're a peon. You're a blip. You're a blip in the timeline. You're a blip. Your whole life is a blip on the timeline. Bloop. That's your life. So when you start understanding that, you start understanding you got to move with purpose. Not every day you're going to see, when you hear this, that don't mean we would want to believe that you can hit every day with that thriving, that zest. But there's going to be some days you don't feel good about it. You don't feel good about yourself or whatever you're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as on the average, you're moving like you understand that this little blip of time you got is going to be over. Then you kiss your loved ones. Even me, I work too hard. I need to start doing more vacations. You got to smell the flowers, people. Like, that's what I'm saying. See, nobody's outside the lines of of enlightenment. We're all here growing. So don't feel bad if somebody's growth is above you. Just grow at your own speed. But you must grow. And you must make these mistakes to grow. But know, there are 1 billion eyes on this planet. Who the F are you? And live with purpose. And live with purpose. Because death is on your shoulder just waiting for you to make a mistake. Just waiting for you to do something stupid. Or to throw it away. Throw it away. Now, death is right there if you make a slip up. But death is just waiting on your shoulder. Like, go on and throw it away. Do something stupid. I'm right here. I'll take the dream away from you. So treat life as the dream and the jewel that it is. Enjoy it in all of its moments, its ups and its downs, the sad, bad, mad, and all of that in between, and constantly work on growing. Don't worry about the destination. The destination is coming. That's imminent. Don't worry about the destination. Worry about the journey. Random. But I listen to MOP to do extra sets this summertime coming, and the young hyenas began to act up. Nice weather in NYC. Yeah, the nice weather bring out the hyenas. GW Holla, he said, what's up with the likes? That's what I'm talking about. Smash that like button if you ain't already did it. But we got more likes than people in the building. But see, what I got to do with my lives is I know I got to get more consistent so we can have more people in the building so they can start building their timeline to it. So right now we're going to be doing 6:15. I don't know, sometimes I like that early hit too, but I like this evening hit too. So we're going to be doing 6:15 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Coffee and Mary Jane, only because I'm also moving up. If you're on advanced.lightburley.com, I'm soon going to be teaching a live class Monday through Friday. I was doing the weekends, but I'm moving past the weekends. We're doing Monday through Friday live classes at advanced.lightburley.com, and we doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Coffee and Mary Jane, where we chewing it up and talking that real martial art talk. And then in between, we got the reaction videos. I'll be dropping 2 or 3 reaction videos every day. I'm about to go in on my reaction videos. Everybody know I'm a sick man with the content. I keep the content rolling. Young emotional hyenas that need to be in boxing gyms to do. That's right. They definitely need some type of discipline, Heavy Andy. These young hyenas out here laughing and tearing stuff up. Just hyena mentality. Yes, that's what we here for. We here to work on our young men. So we work on the young men. We invest now. They become greater seniors and scholars later on in life and hopefully make things better. But we got to invest now. So if you are elder, you should be working with the youngest. That is your job as an elder, is to invest back into the youngins. That's the best investment you have. Imagine investing one of these youngins and they go to the top. They taking you with them. You're going to be the elder or you're going to be on their council. So, invest in the young. That's the smartest investment outside of stocks. Outside the stocks, some of the best investments you can make is in the young warriors. In a wide variety of them, too. I don't blame there's no parent. Yeah. There's all types of reasons and situations that got them to be hyenas. But hyenas can become wolves. With the right training, we can take that hyena mentality and make it a wolf mentality. Then we can go from the wolf to the goat. Then you can get the goat mentality. You know, where you trying to be the best of your field. That's what the GOAT mentality is you want to be greatest of all times in what you doing. Even if you slinging new paper, shoveling doo-doo, even if you shoveling doo-doo, you want to be the GOAT of shoveling doo-doo. When they talk about shoveling doo-doo, they talk your stories. They say, I knew a man, he shoveled the doo-doo over his back, catch it, throw it away. He was nice with it. He was the GOAT of doo-doo shoveling. So you want to be the GOAT of whatever your field is. But there's levels to this. You're going to have to go hyena, wolf, then goat. You can go lion too. I like a wolf. But you can go hyena, lion, and goat. You can, that in between animal is your animal spirit. I just believe the wolf is my animal spirit. But whatever you believe your animal spirit is, you can put it in the middle of hyena and goat because they are the bipolar forces. You got the hyena mentality, you got the goat mentality. In between, you can fill it up with your spirit animal. If you think you're an eagle or a possum or a badger, I don't know. Heavy Andy, salute LB, I'm going. I got to take care of business. Salute. That's the same here. I got to get ready to go. We at that timeline. But as always, hands up, chin down, rumble, young man, rumble. I'll see you again Wednesday, 6:15, Coffee and Mary Jane, where we going to be chopping it up. It's your boy.